Hey everybody, what's up? It's 10vidman here again, bringing you yet another exciting X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today's match is a roulette match that I had against my good friend Hohan, and yes, this is a roulette battle, so everything is completely random. He's got a bunch of random threats, and I've got a bunch of random threats, unless you consider Glaceon and Slacking and Empoleon to be threats. But anyway, without further ado, let's get the battle started. Because with roulette battles, there really isn't too much strategy. It's just you've got to remember what your opponent has and just play accordingly from there. So, but anyway, it's quite a funny matchup because I lead with he picked my Glaceon to lead and I picked his Leafeon to lead. So that works out fine and dandy. But I'm actually a Scarf Glaceon. I predicted him to switch out first turn, but no, he actually ends up going straight for the. Actually, he just stays in as I baton pass, which sucks. But what are you gonna do? As he now goes for the sword stance, which is like, oh well, whatever, and I can go for the Mega Horn and do a crap load of damage to him. I was hoping it would knock it out, but no, Leafeon has a great base 130 defense, so it's not going to take it out first thing. I don't remember what item I actually put on this thing. It could be a Lumberry one now that I think about it. But yeah, it's a free attack sword stance Scolipede, so because it wonderfully got speed boost this generation as a hidden ability. So he actually baton passes out into his physical Greninja, which just unleashes a water shuriken in my face, and luckily for me, it only hits twice. I still don't think a 5-hit one would have killed me, but I just go for the Mega Horn because it's my most powerful move, and even though his Dark-type being is gone, it still is able to knock it out, which is pretty impressive. So, I mean, I am an adamant Scolipede, but, you know, it's just like, whoa, holy crap, it's pretty awesome. But now out comes the Trevenant, and I'm like, okay, Will-O-Wisp been coming. I've got to switch out because I cannot KO this thing in one shot. So I got to switch out. Now, actually, if I had Lumber, I don't know why I didn't bother staying in, but it actually ends up going straight for the Leech Seed instead. Because in most scenarios, Talonflame is a pretty safe switch to Trevenant, but some Trevenants did carry Rock Slide just to catch Talonflame on the switch. But anyway, I'm going to go straight for the Flare Blitz, hoping to do as much damage as I can to this thing, if not KO it. Unfortunately, it does not kill, but I actually get the 10% burn, which kind of shocked me. I'm like, wow, I never get the Flare Blitz burn, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, as he gets his Citrus Berry, and he subs, and oh god, this is going to be one of those crazy sets. So it's going to get a bunch of health back from between Leech Seed and Citrus Berry, and I believe his Harvest kicks in either this turn or next turn. This turn, okay. Yeah, he gets the Citrus Berry back, so he gets another replenishing of the berry, and I'm like, ugh, why does this happen to me? So, but now I gotta switch out because I don't want to take any more unnecessary damage. So, I'm gonna switch out and go back into my Scolipede, because, you know, if he had Will-O-Wisp, he would have gone for it by now. I don't know why he didn't do it in the first place. I guess he just predicted Talonflame, and that's why he went for the Leech Seed first thing. But yeah, I'm just going to go straight for the Mega Horn again. Actually, no, not for the Mega Horn. I'm going to go for the Poison Jab because I didn't want to miss Mega Horn. So, going to go for the Poison Jab. It's going to at least break the sub, which is what matters. And of course, I run Poison Jab primarily to hit fairies, and that way they don't wall me completely. So, but anyway, he's going to Leech Seed me. I guess he predicted me yet again to switch out into Talonflame. But I'm not worried about a thing right now, so that's pretty nice and stuff. But anyway, now at this point in the match, I completely forget that he does have that very menacing threat in the back, which you will see in just in a moment. I forget that he has this very important threat. Mawile! And of course, Mawile almost walls my entire move pool, except, sorry, my finger got in the way. But it walls almost my complete entire moveset except for Earthquake, and even then, Earthquake's not going to do a lot after Intimidate. So now I have to deal with almost full health Mega Mawile after the Leech Seed, and that's going to be a massive problem, because unfortunately I picked the Mega Mawile, and it's just like, oh god. And of course, he runs a very interesting Mega Mawile set. I personally prefer the nice convenience of Sword Stance, but he actually runs Power On Punch on his Mega Mawile, and I can see where it's useful, but at the same time, I just don't know. It's just a weird. It's an interesting scenario, but he Power Up Punches my switch-in, which is the Slacking. Now, Slacking is pretty good physical bulk, but unfortunately, after a +1, I am not able to take the Sucker Punch that follows, so that sucks. it's whatever, but, you know, Slacking did absolutely nothing, so that's a thing. But anyway, I'm going to go straight for the stab Life Orb Hydro Pump with my Empoleon, hoping to knock it out, but Mega Mario does have that enhanced special bulk, so it is able to take it. And shockingly, from the HP that I'm at, I'm going to die to a Power-Up Punch, so I'm like, oh my god, what am I going to do? What the hell am I going to do? Oh wait, I still have Talonflame, which luckily for me, has the out-prioritizing Brave Bird, which, you know, out-prioritizes his Sucker Punch, so I can just go straight for the Brave Bird and proceed to wreck life and everything else. So I'm going to go for the Brave Bird as he brings in his Trevenant just to die as Death Fodder. And boom, and it's dead. So that's pretty cool. Down the Trevenant goes, and it's weird because Trevenant was high on the usage ratings when X and Y first came out, and now it's pretty inferior. It's rather unfortunate, but yeah. I'm just going to switch out, and now I'm going to do my own sacrificing. I'm going to sack my Scolipede, because I really don't have any need for it at this point. So, he's just going to go in with the Dragon Claw and proceed to take me out with it. So, good job, Scolipede. You did fine. But now I can bring out the fearsome threat known as my Glaceon, which, again, is Scarfed. But every now and then, I wish I actually had a Timid Scarf Glaceon, because it's actually a Modest Scarf one. And I've actually found out the hard way that a Modest Glaceon does not outspeed Greninja, so that's that's not good. But anyway, I predicted Sucker Punch. I didn't want to let Glaceon take unnecessary damage, so I bring out the Aegislash as he actually ends up going for the Iron Head. So had I, you know, gone for the Ice Beam, I could have just knocked it out. But no, whatever. But this is actually my tank Aegislash, which takes hits pretty freaking well in general because it has max HP. And max special attack and all that fun stuff. I actually redid my Swords Dancing Aegislash, and I actually made another Aegislash, which if I get to using a battle of it, I'll show it off. But it's definitely an interesting set. That's all I'll say. But anyway, I didn't really predict him to Sucker Punch this turn, which is why I went for the Shadow Sneak. I had to assume he had Fire Fang. Because I know some Mega Mawailes are running knockoff, but it's rarer on Wi-Fi, I've noticed, just because, you know, not everybody, you know, can Pokegen, so, and most, you know, people that can Pokegen would bring a Mega Mawaile with knockoff, and in most scenarios, I mean, knockoff is more superior than Fire Fang, but, what are you gonna do? But I'm able to knock out the Mega Mawaile, knock out the Leafeon after with a Shadow Sneak, and his last Pokemon is his signature Pokemon, which is the Sigilyph. And, you know, I really don't care if it's the Cosmic Power set, because I can wall this for days, and even after a +1 special defense, it is not going to appreciate an Aegislash Stab Shadow Ball. So, that's going to do a hell of a ton to that Sigilyph. And, you know, I was just a little fearful that after +1, maybe my Shadow Sneak would not kill. So, because I also predicted him to do, you know, Psycho Shift and whatever. So, I don't go for the Shadow Sneak, I instead go for the Shadow Ball, and he's not going to recover enough HP to live this next Shadow Ball. So guys, that'll be the game. I hope you guys enjoy this random roulette battle. And, but yeah, I don't know if I told you guys, I am back to work at a new place. I had my first day yesterday, and, to be put bluntly, it has beyond disappointed me. It is a terrible workplace, and I am absolutely disgusted. Okay, here's this company's logic. Flat out. Yes, I have over 2 years of pizza experience, but here's the thing. You guys make flatbreads and other stuff that I have no experience with. I told that to the guy flat out. I'm a pizza maker. No, it's not just pizza. It's flatbreads and a bunch of other stuff. 2, you know, you're using frozen dough. I worked with fresh dough. So, yeah. And then of course, because I'm not moving fast enough because I'm not used to the pace. I worked at a slow mall before, so I'm not used to the pace. And, you know, I'm still trying to learn everything on a Friday night, which is absolutely freaking brilliant, by the way. On a Friday night where it's super busy and I can't keep up. I'm sorry, you know, and, you know, the guy that was training me was getting annoyed and questioning my experience. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry that I don't have, I was from a low-volume mall, and I'm sorry that experience means nothing in this rather shitty establishment. So, I'm probably not going to stay there too much longer, because it is a load of bullshit. And it's very sad, because I was looking forward to it, and I really should have known from the interview when my manager was 2 hours late, because I was told, he shows up whenever he wants. Completely forgot about me to begin with in the interview. So I should have known from then on it was a mistake to even continue trying to get this job. So the job is a joke, and I really need to get out of it. So, but that's enough rambling out of me. I just wanted to give that little update for you. So, it's nice that I got a job, but it's very unfortunate that the job is very shitty. It's funny, because I actually told my old boss about it, and he's pretty annoyed, so I'd love for him to show up and teach him a lesson, but, that's not going to happen, but whatever. Rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.